right. Let's get right, fam. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Dilla T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode. And sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Because you see the title, fam. Let's get into this here. Lori in the building, family. How you doing? I hope you're comfortable. Hope you had a good day, family.
All right, y'all, hold on 1 second.
Hit that like button for me, subscribe, double tap that screen, hit that notification bell, put it on all. Make sure we're not forgetting what's going on here. Friends here in the building, I appreciate you, fam. Hope you had a good day. Get comfortable.
Everybody tapping on in. Like, share, and subscribe if y'all come on in the building, man. And this one tonight, man. Wow, bro. Wow. So we came in here early today. So everybody's going to support the channel, man. Let me go ahead and shout y'all out real quick. Before I get into this video, man, I had a couple of Cash Apps and PayPals today. And so I salute to everybody who has been tapped in. Shout out to Michael Hall in the Cash App.
Order War, the building, fam. Hope you had a good day, man. Get comfortable, my G.
Rashad in the Cash App with donation. I appreciate you. And Denise Covington, salute to you in that PayPal with the donation. And you came through with a, I think it was $60 donation. Yeah, $60 in the PayPal today. Salute to you. But let's get right into it, you guys. So I came in here early today, and I did a video telling y'all about that girl who basically came out and released her name publicly now. Basically, her court filing, she filed under a Jane Doe, her accusations and allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, that she was trafficked. And she alleged that she was not only trafficked, but she was GR worded by Diddy and a lot of his associates and people that was with him. And basically, she accused Diddy of many treacherous things. Now, for you guys who don't remember what I said earlier in that video, and you didn't see that video today, the woman came out and she revealed her name to the world, which was absolutely unbelievable. And her name is Saria Gilliam. Now, Saria Gilliam came out today with shocking revelations to the entire world as far as revealing her name behind the allegations she had against Diddy. Now, at the time, she claims that she was not of age and that she was only 15. And she claims that in the case that's now titled Saria Gilliam versus Sean Combs, she accused Diddy of trafficking her and gang all-wording her with other associates of his. Now, basically, she said this happened in the summer of 2020 in a warehouse in Florida, right? She alleged that she was lured to this warehouse under the pretense of a professional or social opportunity connected to Diddy Entertainment Network. Now, she claims that Diddy and his associates used their influence to traffic her there as a part of a coercive party or event environment, a pattern echoed in other allegations put against Diddy. Now, she also accused Diddy of human trafficking, claiming that Diddy trafficked her to a warehouse location, exploiting her vulnerability as a minor aspiring in the music entertainment industry. And she alleged that he and unnamed co-conspirators, including security personnel and associates, transported her against her will, using promises of career advancement or access to his circle to gain compliance. Now, also, she accused them, like I said, of gang all-wording her and sexual assault. Now, she said upon her arrival, she was drugged with an unknown substance, rendered incapacitated and unable to consent or resist. Now, Diddy, she claims that multiple unnamed male associates described as a part of his entourage then took turns on her, she claimed. Now, this assault is detailed as violent and prolonged, involving all three different areas of this woman being violated. Now, by several perpetrators, she claimed, while she was restrained and unconscious, right? Or unconscious at certain times during the event. Now, she claims the group took turns on her, with Diddy allegedly participating directly and directing others, exacerbating the trauma through humiliation and threats of retaliation if she spoke out. She also claimed that Diddy secretly recorded her on the video getting done like this, which was later shown to others inside of her circle as a form of bragging or intimidation, right? Now, this mirrors other claims that have been made against Diddy, which he's denied all of them and said that all these people are lying for the record. Now, she states she only learned of the video years later, right? In 2023, 2024, right? Which caused severe emotional distress to her, including PTSD and her not wanting to be here and take herself. So she also alleged that Diddy and his team threatened her family to ensure silence, including warnings of career sabotage, or physical harm, common in other accuser complaints about Diddy's use of NDAs and alleged intimidation. Now, here's the thing, right? Diddy's team tried to get the lawsuit removed. Basically, as of today, the case is still going in the pre-trial phases. It has not been settled, unlike Cassie's suit was settled, but Diddy's team has moved to dismiss, arguing lack of evidence and statute of limitation issues, but Florida's extended windows for minor victims via the survivor laws has allowed her case to proceed. Now, she also made certain other claims in that
strengthen all
in her
the
allegations that we're going to talk about right now, that receipts don't came up on that, and absolute explosive information has come up tonight. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it blew my socks off seeing this. It blew my socks off seeing this, and I can't never lie to y'all about it because it completely shocked me and threw me back. Now, what am I talking about? Well, let me put on the screen. These were her factual allegations from her lawsuit. And I'm going to read to you what she said, then I'm going to show you something. So she said that she was plaintiff, who has now been identified. She's named herself as Sharia Gilliam. She says that she was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 12. Right? And remember that. Remember I just told y'all that. She says she was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 12. Remember I told y'all that. For the next 5 long years, she remained under strict control of various sex traffickers and pimps, she claims, who transported her and other girls around the country for sexual gratification of men willing to pay. Now, she frequently kept under the influence of large amounts of drugs in order to ensure her compliance and inability to escape. Now, in or around 2020, when the plaintiff was 15, her trafficker, known to her only by the nickname he used to be around herself and the other girls, took her and one more girl, right, to Miami, Florida. Now, in Miami, she allegedly was taken to a large building, similar to a warehouse. The host, whom the plaintiff eventually learned was Diddy, was hosting a large party at the building. It quickly became apparent that the purpose of the party was sex. She claims that Diddy had arranged and paid for her and other girls to be trafficked through numerous pimps to be brought to the party. Now, at the party, she claims that Diddy made them available for sex. The plaintiff recalls that Diddy made an announcement to his guests, and then he made a toast to start the party. The plaintiff, who had been given drugs for this event to keep her controlled and somewhat sedated, was taken to a curtained-off area with red and dark blue or black lights, containing a bed in the middle. Over the next several hours, she claims she was forced to have sex with approximately 20 different men, all guests of Diddy's, one after another. Now, the curtained area in which she was confined was next to another curtained-off area with a bed.
The one and only Botox Cosmetic, FDA approved for over 20 years.
Hit that like button, subscribe, become a member today. Why? Because we cooking.
These are too bland or too sweet.
Don't forget right now, you already know you in here, your boy Dilla T and my family. This no filters. This Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. I don't care what you're doing. Tap in.
You're busy looking for homes.
Let's get right, let's get
We're
real.
busy looking out for you.
Which she could see through the curtains. She said she saw Diddy having sex with a Latina girl who she estimated to be 12 or 13 at that time, who had been in the same traffic group as her for more than a few weeks. Now, she could not see where the girl was taken after Diddy was finished with her. But after he was finished having sex with that young Latin girl, Diddy drank and watched others having sex, including watching the men having sex with the plaintiff, according to her allegations. Now, y'all need to listen to this because I'm finna show y'all something crazy. Now, after the party was over with, she and the other girls were again transported to another location by the sex trafficker. The plaintiff remained in the control of sex traffickers for 2 more years. Now, she says the plaintiff ultimately, she says she escaped from the sex trafficking world when an undercover officer, as part of a sting operation, found her in a hotel room in Virginia and arrested the pimp who was controlling her at that time. As a result of the confinement and sexual assault detailed herein, she says she suffered severe mental and emotional distress, including post-traumatic distress disorder, among other things. But let me blow this up for y'all. She said 2 things that stuck out. That first line, where she said that she was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 12 for the next 5 years. She said she remained under strict control of various sex traffickers and pimps who transported her and other girls around the country for sexual gratification of men willing to pay. And that she was frequently kept under the influence of large amounts of drugs in order to ensure her compliance and inability to escape. This would have been around 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the evidence has come out. Now, Sean Diddy Combs has announced his innocence and claims that he is innocent of all of these allegations, and we should wait to see him have his day in court. He has said that everybody who came against him with allegations are lying, and that they're all, being untruthful and trying to ruin his good name. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, this was found. Apparently, that girl was not lying, Sharia Gilliam. Because there is a report from 2017 that is online from 2017 where there was a missing person report for her. And it was online with all the other missing person reports. And if you read the last little line down at the bottom, it says, Sharia was last seen September the 23rd, 2017. I guess it meant to say she was wearing a black tank top, black shorts. She may be in need of medical attention. And if you read the info, it said missing since September the 23rd, 2017. Missing from Portsmouth, Virginia. Age now, you see it. Sex, you see it. Race, you see it. Hair color, you see it. Eye color, you see it. Height, you see it. Weight, you see it. So apparently, at least this part of her allegation was true. And the website, with all of the other missing people at that time, is online to where you can go see it yourself. In fact, this stuff is all online. Where at that time, she was marked as a missing person. And ladies and gentlemen, I will put this link in the chat right now to where you can go see the page from November the 21st, 2017. And you can go see the page yourself where they had all of these missing persons reports. Let me see if I can get this page right to y'all, because I'm looking at it, but I'm trying to share it.
Oh,
let me see. Here we go. What I'm going to do is for you guys, I'm going to put a link in the chat. And I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat. I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat right now. And I'm going to show you guys what was found online. And if you go look at the date, you can go look at it yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And the date is from 2017. There's the link right there. I pinned it at the top of the page right there, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys can go, it's pinned at the top of the chat. Look at it yourself. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Sean Diddy Combs is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. But this woman, at least this claim that she had, that she was gone, right here in the first line of her allegations, has been verified by this site that had listed at that time in 2017 all of these people who were missing. Like, share, subscribe. This does not prove Diddy's guilt in this case. But what this does do is provide a light that this woman at least potentially was missing and did get away at that time. Again, like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody tapping on in. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know what's up. Appreciate everybody for coming through. And again, you guys can go look at it yourselves. The link to the website is pinned at the top of the chat. The woman herself said that at her age of 12, that she was sold off. And she claims that in 2020, if you read number 37 in her factual allegations, when she was 15, is when she linked up and she alleges that Diddy violated her along with others. That would be 3 years later from 2017.
Oh, that's real life. That's real love. Let's take a moment to just shout out the business. Mona Thompson in the building. If you're reading like I'm reading, if you can read and get your eyes together, you see, she just won one of them. Bam! One of them $2 raffle t-shirts came through the mail today for Mona. Shout out to Mona. We appreciate you being a day one family member, knowing that you've been down, gonna be down, and you stay down. And that's real. So glad that you got it, family. Just so you let the world know, we ain't playing over here with your boy Dilla T. And you my family here at No Filters. You see the Cash App pin at the top of the chat. You see the Super Chat pin down there. Get to getting right now. $2 for the t-shirt raffle, $5 for the hoodie raffle, fam. Let's tune in. Let's get right. Let's get real. Once again, shout out to Mona Thompson being the first female family member here at No Filters to win the $2 giveaway No Filters raffle, my fam. Truly appreciate it. We looking forward to that photo so we can make sure they know how we coming, and how we going. Hit that like button, subscribe, become a member today. Why? Because we cooking.
Like, share, subscribe. I'll pin the link at the top of the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Salute. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again.
Now, let's be real. Let's get right. Let's
So
understand
this
what's
website
going
I'm on
on.
right now lets you invest into
That
real
boy must
estate
be out
for
of
as
his
little
mind.
as a few $100s. It
Shout
doesn't
out to
require you
Savvy
to deal with
for
tenants
all
or
this
rehabs,
shit. Do
and
you
it
see
is
what the level
completely backed
is?
by the government.
Shout
So
out to
basically, the
Nene
site
Bill.
allows me to find what are called tax lien.
Okay, so let's get real
Okay,
about it real quick. Let's tap in. Let's hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member, fam. You got to understand something with this Diddy situation. There's never really been somebody, well, near now, but, excuse me. There's never really been someone that says, hey, I was done wrong when I was younger, and I have all of the memories and everything to prove it, right? But as of late, we've seen that with who? The Epstein files. Remember all the women? Go check that video out. All the women saying, hey, we were all victims. We're going to come up with our own list to let you know the guys that we were in the houses with, the rooms we were in with, all of that. So there you have a lot of women that was, when they were younger, done a certain way, taken advantage of, and then you find yourself saying, hey, now they're older and they can explain what happened when they were younger. That's the situation right now, fam. And in this case, that's what's going on with Diddy. And she's talking about other constituents and other guys that was in his circle. Shout out to Mona Thompson with the $4 donation in the cash out for the support, fam. Is real. It always matters when you're talking about the MINORs. We've heard about this, but you never really get a person that come out and say, hey, that was me. Hey, I went through that. Hey, I was in that person's house. Hey, I walked down them hallways, roofed in a building. You know what it is. Get comfortable. I hope you had a good day. They can say, hey, I was in that house. I was in that room. I seen what that bathroom looked like. I watched them people do those activities in front of my eyes. I was used. I was abused. Things of that nature. That's what's real. Now, we all know, if you really trying to go get some money and you trying to make this about money, that's one thing. Lying about being taken advantage of when you were younger is another thing. But to describe, detail what you went through, the places, the areas, the people, the locations, to describe and to be able to detail that, who would want to do that? And how embarrassing is it to just throw that out there as an adult about your childhood being done like that? I'm not saying people won't do it to get money or false claims, but she had to give up her name just for her to even do a lawsuit. You got to give up your name. That girl said it was another girl that was a mixed girl that was doing this and that with this guy right here on this screen. So when we're talking about a person coming out now, saying this now, even in the midst of Diddy, because again, you got to understand, Diddy got multiple lawsuits. Oh, let me say that again for the people in the back that don't care. Diddy got multiple lawsuits. Man was just found guilty 4 years, 50 months. For the RICO attempt that came against him. You get what I'm saying? So it's more of a difference when we're talking about somebody just coming out, making up something this late in the game after Diddy has already been sentenced for a particular RICO act or multiple charges where he wasn't found guilty for the RICO act. Jalea D. Sugar Rush in the building. You already know what it is. Get comfortable. You get what I'm saying? So now we're talking about, because you got a lot of people going to be like, she lying. Or she just trying to get some money. Or she just trying to come up. But you got to think about it. You a grown woman. You want to come out right now and talk about when you was 12, 13? And what was done to you in detail, full detail? Put your name submit your name, your government name to the courts for a lawsuit that you know you coming against one of those millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, cajillionaire, zillionaires. A mogul. So something must be real. Because she going full-fledged forward with this lawsuit. And again, that's real. JC said, but some people don't feel comfortable coming out until others do. That's the thing. And that's one of the points that need to be made, because my point that I'm making right now is the fact that why would she be lying right now? Because I know the first time y'all heard this girl coming out now talking about this right now, a lot of people are like, oh no, she lying trying to get some money. But why would she come out right now, detail what it was like back then, and knowing that, honestly, the fact that everybody else didn't came out, that does give you confidence. Oh, let's talk about transformers. People that like the same sex. People that don't open their mouth and say, hey, this how I was born, this how I want to be. It's important that you open up your mouth. That's why I'm standing on business about this girl opening her mouth now. That's the point I'm making. Why would she be an adult like that and come out detailed against the #1 man whose name is on every newspaper in the world if it ain't really real? That's the problem with society. Because if she can speak up and come out and say what she say, but people don't speak up and come out and say what they say about how they are and how they is and how they do things, and them choosing a certain sexuality or a certain way of sex things or the way that you look at the same sex. How can you come against her, but you won't come out and open up your mouth about what you did and what you own and what did happen with you? Because she don't have a problem doing it now. Like JC said, people got to take others for somebody else to open up their mouth. The funny part is, wait till you hear what's about to be said. Hit that like button, subscribe, come up right now. We cooking.
Shitka is getting a little bit serious now, y'all. Round 2 is not going to be nothing like round 1. And we're seeing now that Shitka is about to hit the fan with Diddy. And I don't think he's ever going to get out of there. One of the people that said that she was a victim of one of his parties, she's coming forth now. She even gave out her name and all of this information because she couldn't move forward with the case unless she gave out her name. She just came forward, y'all, and what she's telling is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The things that she is saying is so sad at the same time. They got him. They gonna get this ninja. I'm telling you, I don't see him getting out of prison ever again. The things that's coming out now is so damaging toward him that I don't see him ever getting out, y'all. And we're about to talk about it, okay? Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. This is some sick shitka here. This is stuff you see on the news. This is stuff you see in movies. Now we're hearing it, what went on at some of these parties, and people are going into details on what they went through and this and that. That's alleged, okay, y'all? Because, you know, we don't know until they finish putting all the evidence out there. And right now, evidence is coming out, especially after she had to release her name. She had to release her name in order to move forward with the case. So she listed her name, and you know, people doing their little homework and digging up her information now. and she was on a missing report, y'all. She was on her flyers. Just like Marcus Houston's wife. Yeah, the Jehovah's Witness, y'all. Just like his wife was on a missing flyer, and he married her, and the Jehovah's Witness got them together and all that stuff, okay, y'all? Helped hide her until she was of age to be coming out, okay? This is the same situation, almost. This child was on a missing list, y'all. And on the missing list, which is right here, 1 to 2 years old, 2017, y'all, 2017. Lord have mercy.
You heard what they just said, fam? Tell me you heard what she just said, fam. Oh, this said this right here. Oh, no. 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 Tell me you heard what fam just said. Did you hear that? Missing list. I mean, this is real. This girl was on a missing list. And the whole time you missing, your memories are with this human here. The entire time you're missing. How all of a sudden you got all these memories of being in this human's presence and in the presence of others that dwell with this human? You can't tell me that ain't real. You can't tell me that ain't true. You can't tell me she ain't standing on business. Oh man, hit that like button, subscribe right now, double tap that screen, let's go.
He said she was, introduced to P. Diddy at a party, basically, that he was hosting. A couple of years later, after she came up missing on this flyer. So she had, 3 years later, after this flyer was put out, she was 1 to 5 years old. And she said not only was she transported to his party, to Diddy's party, but other girls was transported there too. And the other ones was like 1 to 2, 1 to 3 years old, 1 to 5 years old. They were all around the same age range. Yeah. They're going into details that Diddy is in trouble, y'all. Round 2 is going to be much more serious.
So let's get right, let's get real. If kids are coming up missing, 1 and 1, 1 to the 2, 1 to the 3, 1 to the 4, 1 to the 5, just coming up missing, and now we witnessing the destinations that they ending up at when they coming up missing. This is what this is, if you don't mind to understand or open up your mouth or to be enlightened. Your daughters is coming up missing out here. And now we got a destination of where they might be and who they might be around. You didn't thank God that you here with no filters, with Dilla T and my family in here. Boy, what? We got a destination. One of. Your daughters is coming up missing. God forbid it ever happened to you or me. But the realness is, that's really happening. And don't nobody react till it's yours. Don't nobody get sweaty palms till it's theirs. Don't nobody pay attention until it's yours missing. Say that again for the people in the back. Don't nobody pay attention till it's yours missing. And now that we got a destination, you need to really make sure you know where your people at. Because they can end up in this constituent's hands, in this creature's friend's hands. Because we know they ain't going to be in his hands, because we know where his hand's going to be for the next 50 months plus. So I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, this right here better see all the light of day. Because in the same sense, oh man, hit that like button, subscribe right now. We're here to inform, understand, and be aware that if it walk like a, talk like a, walk like a, what is it? Right there on the screen.
Then round one, I think they needed to get the nasty part and all of that stuff out the way, the disgusting part out the way with Cassie. Now they're getting ready to get down to the nitty gritty. And word on the street is she came up missing in Florida, and they're saying that Florida doesn't have a statute of limitation. So this is why this case is allowed to move forward. Now my question is, if anybody knows, if there's no statute of limitation in Florida that she could sue him at any time, do that count for criminal charges? Y'all let me know in the comment section if you know. I know my thug thizzles, y'all probably know. Does that mean that, she can file criminal charges against him? Does that mean that also, if there's no statute of limitation on little ones? Y'all let me know in the comment section, because if that is the case, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all, Shitka is about to hit the fan. She said the man that I guess had, her gimp with a P, took her to Diddy's party. She said right away she knew that this party was the mingle
back in 2018,
and
JC.
this was the flavors of the month, of the day. Okay, y'all? The people that came. And she said it was so much mingle tingling going on around her. Diddy was mingling and tingling in the next room with a Latino girl that she said was about 1 to the 2 or 1 to the 3 years old. And she said while she was right next to that area, 20 men took turns on her. She was fed all kind of street pharmacy stuff so that she can handle and deal with what was coming her way. 20 people from Diddy's party lined up to take turns. Y'all, when I tell y'all, this monster, I don't think he's ever going to see the light of day again. I don't think so. The things that's coming out now are horrible. And I'm going to tell y'all this.
That's
a lot
crazy.
Of guys that go to prison for doing things to little ones, they end up getting done the dirtiest. And this
you better know it.
Also be possibly why. He's trying to get the heck up out of there. Or he's trying to pick where he's supposed to go. Which he shouldn't have that type of privilege to pick where he want to go. Nobody else has that privilege, does they?
I mean, it don't matter. Because to me, wherever he want to go or trying to go, somebody in there need to be in their right mind. What are heroes? It don't matter where he at, where he trying to go, where the heroes at. Because somebody in there got to be in their right mind, ready to grab Diddy by her, put that man, hang that man up there, and just let that man be up there like a piñata. You understand me? Somebody need to put him up. Oh, man. Somebody, I don't care where he go. Somebody need to hang him up there like a piñata. And go to work on that boy. You want to play with kids? Fine. Hang him up there like a piñata. Have all the kids in the world come through the back. And knock the candy sweet out his... The boy need to be hung like a piñata. And let all the kids come through and knock the bat with a bat. And knock the sweet out of him. Till he beat to death. Because how could you let 20 grown men go to work on a little baby? $20 grown men. You let 20 grown men go. This right here. 20 grown men go to work on a baby. And he got daughters. Man got daughters. Your daughters can hear that about you and think you the same person as you was the day before. They didn't know. Man got daughters, man. And he sat there and let 20 men go to work on a baby. That's a baby right there, man. Child not developed, still developing. That's a baby right there. You let 20 grown men go to work on her. Diddy should never see light. You understand me? What's his son name? King Kong? I hope you know Dealatofficial talking like this right now. Your daddy should never see the light. And you should never want your daddy to see the light. Stupid. If you knew your daddy let 20 men run that thing on a little baby, Diddy better be done wrong while he locked up. You hear what I say to you? He better be done wrong while he locked up. Hit that like button, subscribe, double tap that screen. Make sure that notification bell on. Become a member today. Why? Because we cooking.
This is why he's fighting so hard to get up out of there, because he did so many underhand things that he just know that karma is right around the bathroom.
You know them boys find out in there, they gonna get on.
The shower curtain. He knows that he got a short amount of time that somebody's gonna be getting at him like he got at other people. This is sad on so many levels, y'all. And she said Diddy was hosting a party, so it was his party. It was his party. Now people can say what they want. Oh, she lying, she this, she that, she that, she this. But when you go to that flyer and you see that she was missing, and her name is Saria Gilliam, something like that. When you go to this post and you see that she was missing during this time, who's to say that all of this other stuff did not happen? Like she said. This is crazy, y'all. We heard stories about buses. Didn't they say the neighbors, when they raided his house, when they saying that the neighbors was speaking to people and saying that busloads of girls be coming in there at nighttime, a whole bunch of buses pulls up and a lot of, under to the age females gets out of that bus and goes into the party. Everything is lining up with what everybody has been saying about Diddy for so very long, y'all. This is crazy on so many levels, and this is why I tell people, you calling yourself going to get your new outfit, you're going to the concert, you're trying to bag you, one of the celebrities, and you don't even realize what you're getting yourself into. You might be somebody that pass around that they gonna, I'm just saying, get money off of you mingling and tingling with groups of people just like this. This is what you could end up as. But thinking that you're going to get a bag, and you end up being a bag for somebody else. You have to be careful with these concerts and going to this mess and want to be around this type of energy. Because getting chosen isn't always a good thing to get chosen by one of them. Not to mention all of the special delivery packages a lot of them has, that they're just passing around from here to there and there to here. These celebrities are the biggest people that's passing this stuff around. Because these girls, they go to them and mingle tingle, and then they go back to the hood and spread it all over the hood to whoever they messing with in the hood. And then whoever their boyfriend is messing with, and then but the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I told y'all, in this day and age, you can't do like you used to back in the days. You see something, you want to hit that, you hit that. No, now you hit that and you go home with some packages that you can't get rid of. You stuck with that the rest of your life. This is what's going on right now. And as soon as I, heard about this story right here of this female coming forth and telling her story and going into details, talking about the color of the room and this and that and this and in the corner curtain and there's this and that. And people was over there to the other side doing their thing. And then they was on her and they was taking turns. And she probably was numb because they had gave her all of this street pharmacy stuff. So she was probably numb and not feeling it. Thank God that probably she was numb. Because what if they wouldn't have gave her anything? She probably been over there just screaming and hollering. 20, y'all. Yes, 20 guys took turns on her. The nastiness of it is crazy to me. Who in their right mind want to go behind the next person and the next person and the next person and this person and 6th and 7th and the 8th and the 9th? These people that were hanging out with Diddy were disgusting just like him. And I said this all along. Now, yes, they're saying Diddy now is denying it. Diddy is denying it. But he denied Cassie and said that he didn't do nothing to her until that tape came out. He's always denying stuff. He ain't gonna tell the truth on what he doing, what he's about. He ain't gonna do that. And he had the nerve to get in that courtroom and say he wouldn't want nothing like this to happen to his daughter. But you did it to somebody else's. You got people in the jail right now pat their hands saying, come on, Diddy, come up in here. Because they want to be a celebrity. They're thinking that if they are the ones that, slay the back door of Diddy's, they're going to become a celebrity. There's a lot of people in jail that's not getting out, so they don't care. They don't care. Whoever's watching these little ones, they better make sure they're watching them. Because to be honest with y'all, it's probably sick people out here, just like the ones in the jail, that's saying they'll be a celebrity if they get at one of his kids. You have to think that way because you need to protect your children. Especially when you got a member that's been out here doing any and everything to other people. They better keep a special eye on them. Because I think this goes both ways, not just to him, to his little ones too. That they're going to be targets the rest of their lives because of the things that Diddy has done. They're going to be targets. And there's people that don't mind going to prison, and they go to prison and they think they're popular in prison when they do something, the craziest thing to somebody and this and that. A lot of people don't care. Did y'all hear about the blogger that went and took out the other 2 bloggers? Well, took out one of them and beefing online, and the blogger went and took out another blogger. Locked up right now. Just stupidity. And recorded himself going to get them and everything. I'm on my way to this wherever they at and blah, blah, blah. Went there and took them out. Over stupidity. This is what Diddy and his family has to worry about. He did stupid stuff, so it's going to dwindle down to his little ones. And it's so many people he done this stuff to, allegedly. These are the stories that's coming out. So many people. And you know what else that came to my mind when I heard about this story? Ava. This one right here, the one he was running around here saying this is his daughter, his adopted daughter. Look at the pictures she's taken. Do you think he had any kind of influence on her? Did she suffer some of this lifestyle being around Diddy? Did he pass her around too? You got to ask yourself this question, especially looking at the pose, looking at the picture of her, and nobody seems to know where she is. Where is she? Is she in this lifestyle now too? How many special delivery packages do she have?
Do you have Medicaid and live in the state of Missouri? You may be qualified for the Consumer Directed Services Program. The CDS program will allow you to hire a family member or a friend to care for you at home, and Emirates will pay them to work for you. Visit our website to learn more.
Hit that like button,
Since
subscribe, fam. We still
2014, the
cooking
Fresh
in
Time
here.
Market has been rooted in freshness, high quality, and organic. We're rooted in supporting local farmers and the community. We're rooted in...
Makes you wonder, don't it, y'all? Was there a price to pay for her to be his adopted daughter? Even though he never really adopted her. Word on the street. But this is what he put out in all his video posts and stuff, that was his daughter and he adopted her. Did he adopt her for something else? I'm just asking y'all. Because look how she licking her tongue out and all of that stuff, looking at the camera, taking pictures. This is sad on so many levels. But he wants people to respect his.
Perry in the building.
And he'll do some stuff like this. Now, do this further tell you?
Mama
that
K in the
girl
building when
that
you
was
been. Hope we gotta
does
get
it
even,
sound
get
like
comfortable.
she's lying on him and Jay-Z? Ask yourself this question. She said she was around this age too. And when the person saw...
Now let's get right for real. Why would Jay-Z name continue to come up in these type of scenarios? You understand? Why is this man's name keep coming up in these scenarios? Hit that like button, subscribe right now. We're gonna cook him too. He getting cooked.
her. And I want y'all to pay attention to what this girl is saying too, the one that is, coming forward right now, this Saria Gilliam girl. She just said that security helped keep them in line and keep them, the security helps. Now pay attention to that and think about what this disabled girl said. One of the people came up to her. She said she was trying to get into the party or whatever, the concert party, whatever. They said, you're just what Diddy is looking for. Because they knew that it was somebody at that party time for to be initiated.
Why is they dealing with why they not dealing with grown women? No. Why they not dealing with grown women? I'll wait. No, I want to know right now why they ain't dealing with grown women. Tell me that. No way. Tell me that. These people, these creatures got gajillion dollars. Why they not dealing with grown women? You like grown men, don't you? So why you ain't dealing with grown women? You understand me? Whoever rocking with Diddy right now, or cool with Diddy, or whatever that is, they need whoever cool with him, whoever rocking with him, who even standing for him still. You went to school with him, you better go back slap, forward slap, double slap, combination plate slap him. You hear me? See, I'm saying it because you can't get to Diddy because Diddy locked up, but somebody around Diddy, rock with him, family members, love him, something. They need to be smacked. They need to be smacked for Diddy. If you know anybody that's members, family member, anything, they need to be smacked for Diddy because you can't even get to him. But it's some stupid human or creatures out here that's still standing up for him, knowing that this is how he's done someone's. It's beyond that, JC. Way beyond that at this point. Because now you're talking about, because he's already been dropped on that. That was dropped with the RICO. So now this right here is just plain old child situation. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. Subscribe right now, become a member. Let's go.
And they knew that Diddy would want somebody that they would not even want to touch because of probably her disability. He wanted to see how far he could take this person. Because I told y'all this. I said, Diddy was the one that was in charge back then. Okay, y'all? Jay-Z was somebody coming up under him. Basically. Okay? Jay-Z had to prove himself to Diddy that he could trust him with everything that he got. So he had to show no mercy, no feelings, no nothing. He had to prove to Diddy that he deserved that right-hand man spot. Now it makes sense to why they went after a disabled girl in the first place.
And the girl was disabled. And the girl was disabled. And the girl was disabled. I mean, bad enough, but she was disabled. Handicapped, fam. The nerve of you ninjas. And the girl was disabled. New York City should be smacking everybody around that roll with Diddy. Disabled?
So he could prove that his loyalty to Diddy. And she said the same thing pretty much what this girl is saying. Same thing that Sarah Gilliam is saying. She's saying almost similar things. They take them to a room, they give them something, get them off the, so that they can control them. Just like he controlled Cassie with street pharmacy stuff, same thing. That's how he controlled all the people around him with street pharmacy stuff. Same thing. This is how he keeps that control. Even when they want to fix and want to come back and they got no money, what you think they're going to do? He going to let them come and work off some money.
And then think about this too. Diddy ain't got no case here. He through. Because everybody that has already testified about the prior situation that he just got 50 months sentenced to, they all spoke about this particular drink that's always given, or a certain drink being given at these parties that's making women feel drained, tired, slow, can't remember what's going on, out of themselves. They just don't know nothing. They so drugged up. So I say that to say that now that this woman has come out and saying what she's saying and being specific detail, line upon line, precept on precept, let's get right. The judge and jury would look at this like, oh man, yeah, that seemed like some of the same activity we just charged his stupid self for. So we don't do nothing but believe you. Keep going. That's how they're going to look at her. Oh, no, we believe you. Keep going. Because what can he say? when the man just got 50 months for the same activity? If not less, but the same family tree of what it's doing. That case set the pace for the next sentencing of charges that he faces in cases and lawsuits in the future. So now Diddy gonna have to cry himself a river, build a bridge, and get over it. Literally. He gonna have to cry himself a river, build a bridge with his money, and get over it. Because that's where you at, partner. And if Diddy ain't locked up and gone, corruption has been done right in front of our eyes. Just as well as this Epstein files, and as well as Trump telling people this and that, and not living up to what he said they'll do for him to get in office. And now that he has office, it's not being done. So I'm just saying, it's not new. That's Epstein files, this Diddy files. What we talking about? That's Epstein files, this the Diddy files. Point I'm making is, whatever this girl is saying, his prior sentencing and lawsuit and case and trial had details of all of that she accusing him of now. Let me say that again. His trial had the same details of all of that he's being accused of right now by this girl. Ruth said, hello, look what he did to Justin and Usher. Diddy sent Usher to the hospital. Just nasty. It's sad, man. Because now, it ain't even that it's sad. I just want to know, how is the system going to respond to this level of corrupt by this individual who now has the blueprint of how to charge him for the things he's done in the past? That's crazy work. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's go. We cooking.
You just need to go to a party and put some money back in your pocket so you can get you fixed. This is how he controls. And what did the disabled girl say? He did her, Jay-Z did her, then he did her. Right? And that's what she said? Ain't this similar to what this other female right here is saying?
Yeah, it's nail in the building.
People taking turns, people being given stuff against their will. They don't know. They can't consent or not because they wasted. They're not even in their right mind. Same age range. This is bad for Diddy, y'all. This is bad. And all I want to know is, if the statute of limitation is never up for, this type of situation, for this type of lawsuit, does that mean the statute of limitation there's no statute of limitation for bringing forth charges for something like this? Y'all let me know in the comment section what you all think about this.
A little gummy bro.
This is what I was telling you all, that this is about to be, just like Beyonce's tour.
First of all, I don't want to keep hearing this thing about her keep saying Oh, this is bad for Diddy. Oh, this is bad for Diddy, y'all. This is bad for Diddy. No. This bad for that little girl. This bad for those people that went through it. This bad for the people that felt it, Lord. But it's good for Diddy because he finna see that time. This good for Diddy because he finna feel that pressure. This good for Diddy because he deserved to feel what he put out there. You understand? This is good for Diddy, for him to feel what these folk felt and know that I hate however he was born into whatever system he was born into that put him in this position. But yet at some point at your age, you become enlightened and understanding your responsibility. Let me say that again. Whether you was born in it a certain way or you've been doing it a certain way when it comes to how you do things, there always become a time where you become enlightened. So you have a chance to do things just a little bit differently. For better, not for worse. Let me say that one more time. Even if you're born into something where things are being done a certain way that's not right, or that we see wrong, or that you think is right because you were born in it, there is always a time where you become enlightened on what you're doing that's wrong to make it right or for better. And even if that is not enough, it's still enough for you to make a difference. Make a change. Because Diddy could have came in like he did in his life and all the rumors they talked about him coming up in the world and him having to look at sex parties and going to all of these adults doing this and all that the way they was doing it in the world off the chain way, in a real off the chain way. At some point he knew, ain't no kid supposed to be involved with these adult activities. At some point he knew he got his own kids. At some point he knew that ain't right, that's wrong, we can't do that, we shouldn't be doing that. At some point he knew he was enlightened and he chose the dark over the light. So he gets no sympathy here at No Filters. He gets no chances here at No Filters. He gets no pass here at No Filters. Because at the end of the day, he knows what he was doing. Whether the reason why, it don't matter. He know what he was doing, and it became a time and a moment where he was enlightened about what he's doing is not right and bad. But he still chose to do it. And now his circumstances is 50 months plus several other lawsuits that can determine another 50 plus months. Bet he didn't see that coming, huh? Hit that like button, double tap that screen, subscribe, become a member today. Why? We cooking.
Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. We on Act 2 now, y'all. And we don't know whose case is going to come up next. Are they going to separate them? Are they going to put them together? Like, we don't know how they about to do this right now. Because they had a couple of victims at this case. The last one. So are they going to have a couple victims each time? Or is Lil Rod's stuff going to be so explosive they got to put it by itself? Or is this girl right here, do anybody else is coming forward with her too? And thank God that she said when she turned 1 to the 7, she escaped from this. But she had been in this mess for 5 years of being ran through from house party to party, party to party, celebrities at that. This is crazy. Can you imagine? You know, you coming up missing, and then you end up at a party, just throwing a name out there, like Chris Brown or something, and then some stuff like this happened to you. Y'all, this is crazy. You looking like, wait a minute, this is celebrities. And you thinking that they're on the up and up, that they might want to tell and to get you out of this mess that you in. And they joining in on the reindeer games. And you think these people that's bringing them to the party is not getting paid? They're getting paid. They're getting paid. This is whole different charges now, y'all. This ain't like them last charges. This is a whole new ball game right now. Will Diddy be charged criminally for what he did to her when she was 1 to the 5 at this party?
Now, the only way that can happen is if you're in a state where statutory don't matter. Statutory meaning, this is the statute limitation. This is the limitation of, this is the precedent that we set. This is the standard we set. This is the guideline, the rule that we set. Okay? That's what that is.
This ain't like them last charges. This is a whole new ball game right now. Will Diddy be charged criminally for what he did to her when she was 1 to the 5 at this party? Will he be charged criminally for that? That's the question. And now he's already on that registered Mingle Tingle list, right? He's already on that list. So this look real bad because you're already on that list now, right? Then you got felonies now. Whereas before, he didn't have anything in his background. He had a squeaky clean background. But now he got what, 2 felonies? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is going to even be worse. He's already on that list. So this look real bad because you're already on that list now, right? Then you got felonies now. Whereas before, he didn't have anything in his background. He had a squeaky clean background. But now he got what, 2 felonies? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is going to even be worse. This is going to be worse. The charges are going to be steeper. The time is going to be, right? He's already on that list. So this look real bad because you're already on that list now, right? Then you got felonies now. Whereas before, he didn't have anything in his background. He had a squeaky clean background. But now he got what, 2 felonies?
Appreciate it, Ruth. That's real.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is going to even be worse. This is going to be worse. The charges are going to be steeper. The time is going to be longer in prison. Do they have the right to file criminal charges on P. Diddy right now for what he did to her? And hosting that party, bringing all of them there, him doing somebody else, him watching, most likely recording and everything else. And what he doing with all those tapes, y'all? Because I got a feeling that some of those tapes, he didn't even leave in his house. Because he knew he would have been gone. This is why R. Kelly is gone right now for so long. Because of those tapes. Those tapes, y'all. Y'all remember when he was trying to get at the airport? They called him in the airport and he had a whole bunch of mingle tapes with people that wasn't of age. That was the main reason I think that R. Kelly got the most time that he got. Those tapes. I don't think he had all those tapes.
What?
I don't think he had all those tapes at his houses. I think he had those somewhere else.
Right.
Because he knew he would get through under the jail if anybody ever came there and raided the house with those tapes in there. And that ain't something you can just go flush down the toilet. Okay, y'all? Did they get any of those tapes? That's the question.
First of
Because
all,
word is they got some tapes.
that man a cajillionaire. He putting tapes in walls, behind mirrors, all up and through stuff. Don't sit in here and be like, oh, I wonder if they got, I wonder if they. That boy know what he doing, the way he doing it, and why he's doing it for. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam, become a member right now.
Did they get any of the... Do y'all remember back here when they were saying that they were going to contact people that were on the tapes? Is this where she came from? We don't know. We don't know. There's so many people that's coming forth. We have no idea. But we're going to find out. I do believe we are going to find out. And now you better put Diddy kids up. I'm telling you, because they'll be in some trouble. If they get in the wrong hands, they're going to be in some trouble. Just because of what he did to other people. They better be watching him closely, for real, for real. And Diddy, let the chips fall where they lay. Okay, y'all? Where they lay, wherever they lay. How you going to be so petrified of going to jail with something being done to you because you done did this stuff allegedly over and over and over again? And they want us to say, oh, Diddy is innocent, y'all, until proven guilty. Okay. I said it.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, stay tuned.
When they find out.
Stay tuned. We're about to get into round 2. Diddy, we're going to be talking about Diddy for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, New Year's, all of that. Because there's going to be so many more people that's going to start coming forward. And once these, and this is my personal opinion, once a lot of the victims start seeing that he's never going to get out, I think more people are going to come forward. When they start seeing he's never getting out. When they start seeing the fact that all his money is gone, just dwindled away, you know, and he has nothing left, a lot of people is going to start coming out, talking more and more and more.
Hold on, let's get right.
Or as this continues.
His money not gone. His money is in other names. His money is in other places. His money is in other positions until he come home. That's the difference. It's not he's got to rent none of that. It's turned over in another certain situations, in another name. Because this shouldn't even be, it's like, for Diddy, he just got so much money. Where the first time the situation went down, that man immediately aborted his companies, his businesses, started putting it in his family name, stepped down off of this, stepped down from that. So you gotta know, no, he not broke at all. That's another reason why his fam ain't really messed up about the situation, because they know he not broke. The T-shirt champ in the building, Tone 357, my dog, how you be, fam? I appreciate you pulling up, my G. But that's the biggest thing, is when we talking about, is he broke or is he without? No, he knew what he was doing. And I'm saying that to say this, he know what he doing right now, even in this case. or even in this accusation. Okay? You got to understand, this man just got 4 years, but yet he has 1 million tapes on everybody doing everything. Why did he not drop them tapes? I wait on it. Oh no, this is real what I'm saying. Why would he take 4 years, but he got the tapes to keep him free? I wait. Oh, okay. Fam said somebody got jammed up, maybe. That's real, JC. Let's go.
They're going to start coming out saying something. I do believe a lot of more people's going to get paid off some nice, lump sums of money, just like Cassie. That's going to bring more people out, too, that's going to tell on him. Because a lot of people that's not saying anything that was allegedly victimized by him.
Mm-hmm.
But they still got, his partner out here, Jay-Z, roaming around the desert. Okay, y'all? They still got him roaming around the desert.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people is just being really, really quiet. But once they see, like we see over here, her folks is running out the country or trying to. Okay, y'all? Because y'all see the planes and stuff. A lot of airports is getting shut down. People ain't coming to work right now. The government shutdown going on right now. A lot of air traffic control or whatever you call it, air controllers, people, they ain't coming to work if they ain't getting paid. So they're not coming to work. So they're being forced now to shut down these airports and stuff like that. Is they gonna keep Beyonce now from running? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. They trying though. They trying really, really hard. This is so crazy, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it's sad. It's so sad. How can you do somebody like that?
Oh my God.
It's like a lot of these celebrities was born without a conscience. Does money do this to you? I'm just saying, I know I don't do this to everybody. But the majority of people that get this money, and I say this all the time, it seems like the people that get the money is the ones that shouldn't get it because they the worstest one to get it. Like they'll give the worstest rapper out here that's out here putting hits on people and still doing dirt to their own self in the streets, this and that. These are the ones that's getting put on. And they go into the hood and they're dropping out a bunch of weapons and money to more criminals that's crazy too. And street pharmacy stuff. And they make things 20 times worse by them making it. They make the hood even worse. People scared to sit on their front porches because of all the pow. And then you realize that the people that they gave these weapons to, this came from the money of some of these celebrities. But this is what's going on right now. Look at Memphis. Look at Memphis, y'all. Look at Memphis. How bad. All of the bodies after bodies after bodies. This is crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. And a lot of this stuff that's going on in the hood is a lot of these celebrities be behind it. A lot of them. It's crazy how this stuff is set up. And it's a never-ending cycle. Anybody got a positive message out there? They push them to the side. They don't want them out there. Oh no, you're not about to tell them something that's going to be for their own good. But the ones that's rapping the worst, the most horrible stuff, smoking on this person and that person, and And these are the ones that they're listening to. And they want to be like, and they want to copy. And these people are nothing like what they're singing and saying. Look at Mr. Bad Boy right here. Mr. Bad Boy is scared out of his mind right now, y'all. Ain't no bad boy to this guy whatsoever. He's only a bad boy when he's, putting paws on a woman that's half his height. That's the only time he's Mr. Bad Boy. He probably wouldn't even want to go up against a woman that's the same height as him. He probably would be scared. But
That's
he
real
is
rude.
Mr. Bad Boy. Scared out of his mind. Don't know what to do. He just told so many lies to try to get out of jail. So many lies, but you're bad. Only bad when you have your goons, when you have your security. That's the only time you're bad, though. What happens when you're by yourself? Now you're scared? You done did all of this dirt allegedly.
Right.
Now you're scared.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the donation.
Who she estimated to be 12 or 13 at that time, who had been in the same traffic group as her for more than a few weeks. Now, she could not see where the girl was taken after Diddy was finished with her. But after he was finished having sex with that young Latin girl, Diddy drank and watched others having sex, including watching the men having sex with the plaintiff, according to her allegations.
What?
Now, y'all need to listen to this because I'm finna show y'all something crazy. Now, after the party was over with, she and the other girls were again transported to another location by the sex trafficker. The plaintiff remained in the control of sex traffickers for 2 more years. Now, she says the plaintiff ultimately, she says she escaped from the sex trafficking world when an undercover officer, as part of a sting operation, found her in a hotel room in Virginia and arrested the pimp who was controlling her at that time.
So hold on.
As a result,
You can't tell me she ain't lying.
of the
You can't tell me she lying. This girl was inside of a hotel room, drugged up on the floor. Police come in there with the flashlight. 3618, I got a 248, I got a 248 going on. And you're looking around and you got bodies in here. You don't know who living, who ain't. And you walk up and you just tap on the body and you're like, hey, and then the body started moving. And it's her. She said she got out of it when she was found in the hotel room by a police officer. And that's the exact way he found her. But the difference is he opened up his mouth and he said something. You understand me? He spoke up about the situation knowing that. And the difference is she learned from that. Because at the end of the day, he was informed, understand, to be aware that if it walk like it, it talk like it, then it walk like it, then we know what it is. Ruth said Diddy is gone like that, Tone. He's gonna get off that. Shaking my head, sicko. Just sad. Just sad, man.
confinement and sexual assault detailed herein, she says she suffered severe mental and emotional distress, including post-traumatic stress disorder, among other things. But let me blow this up for y'all. She said two things that stuck out. That first line, where she said that she was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 12 for the next 5 years. She said she remained under strict control of various sex traffickers and pimps who transported her and other girls around the country for sexual gratification of men willing to pay, and that she was frequently kept under the influence of large amounts of drugs in order to ensure her compliance and inability to escape. This would have been around 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the evidence has come out. Now, Sean Diddy Combs has announced his innocence and claims that he is innocent of all of these allegations, and we should wait to see him have his day in court. He has said that everybody who came against him with allegations are lying, and that they're all, being untruthful and trying to ruin his good name. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, this was found. Apparently, that girl was not lying, Sharia Gilliam, because there is a report from 2017 that is online from 2017 where there was a missing persons report for her, and it was online with all the other missing person reports. And if you read the last little line down at the bottom, it says, Sharia was last seen September the 23rd, 2017. I guess it meant to say, she was wearing a black tank top, black shorts. She may be in need of medical attention. And if you read the info, it said missing since September the 23rd, 2017. Missing from Portsmouth, Virginia. Age now, you see it. Sex, you see it. Race, you see it. Hair color, you see it. Eye color, you see it. Height, you see it. Weight, you see it. So apparently, at least this part of her allegation was true. And the website, with all of the other missing people at that time, is online to where you can go see it yourself. In fact, this stuff is all online. Where at that time, she was marked as a missing person. And ladies and gentlemen, I will put this link in the chat right now to where you can go see the page from November the 21st, 2017. And you can go see the page yourself where they had all of these missing persons reports. Let me see if I can get this page right to y'all, because I'm looking at it, but I'm trying to share it. Let me see. Here we go. And what I'm going to do is for you guys, I'm going to put a link in the chat. And I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat. I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat right now. And I'm going to show you guys what was found online. And if you go look at the date, you can go look at it yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And the date is from 2017. There's the link right there. I pinned it at the top of the page right there, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys can go, it's pinned at the top of the chat, and look at it yourself. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Sean Diddy Combs is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. But this woman, at least this claim that she had, that she was gone, right here in the first line of her allegations, has been verified by this site and had listed at that time in 2017 all of these people who were missing. Like, share, subscribe. This does not prove Diddy's guilt in this case. But what this does do is provide a light that this woman at least potentially was missing and did get away at that time. Again, like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody tapping on in. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know what's up. Appreciate everybody for coming through. And again, you guys can go look at it yourselves. The link to the website is pinned at the top of the chat. The woman herself said that at her age of 12, that she was sold off. And she claims that in 2020, if you read number 37 in her factual allegations, when she was 15, is when she linked up and she alleges that Diddy violated her along with others. That would be 3 years later, from 2017.
Wow.
Again,
Wow.
like, share, subscribe. I'll pin the link at the top of the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Salute. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network.
Tell me I ain't
and subscribe once again. There are links.
Tell me I know I ain't tripping when we talking about that. See, that's the reason why I needed to bring that up to family tonight, because I needed you to understand that at the end of the day, this is assurance that this creep will not be out on these streets finding ourselves looking for talent, looking for the next cousin that know how to sing, next cousin that know how to rap, next cousin that know how to play basketball, football, whatever. The next cousin that just know how to be an overall entertainer. They need not run into the likes of a Diddy. We say that again for the people in the back. Don't run into a Diddy type. Because at the end of the day, he ain't the only one doing this. That's why he's been able to do it so long. And whoever he pissed off was tired of it. We say this again. He ain't the only one doing it. That's why he was able to do what he's been doing for so long. That's why now he's pissed somebody off. So that's the realness. That's the only way that we survive. That's the only way to say, hey, we gotta thank God that she came out and spoke up and had enough kahunas to put her name on a case, to put her name on some charges, to put her name and stand on business because of what she went through as a minor, as a kid. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta thank God for that. We gotta send love to fam that did that. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way you know what to do is when somebody lets you know that was the right way to do that. Or you learned on your own. And in this case, it may take a village. It may take your entire family to support. After being done like that in your younger years, and then you get older and you come out and come against that person because that person is still living. Normally, them type of people is gone, unalive. They just ain't here. But the fact that Diddy still here, Jay-Z still here, other people of his constituents are still here. It's important. If she didn't go through that, if she didn't stand on business, we wouldn't be here today about to be ready to add on more time to some 4-year sentence. When that man done did 4 decades and more. Sad, man. But that's the point that's got to be made. Diddy has to be accounted for. He has to be. He should be hung. Because how he just did that girl and their family like that. And now they trying to figure out what to do. Regardless, we don't read headlines. We read in between the lines. And we bring light to darkness. And we here to inform, understand, and be aware that if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, damn it, it's a duck. You understand me? Get right and real up in here. As our trip never stop, and I won't stop, can't stop. The fact of the matter is my family in here. And they in here with your boy Dilla T. Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Act like you know what's going on. You see the Cash App pinned at the top of the comments, family? Cash App, $2 raffle, $5 hoodies, $2 t-shirts. Shout out to Tone. Shout out to Mona Thompson. Being the first to win the $2 No Filters giveaway raffle. You feel me, fam? As always, never forget your family. We here. We gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere. It's always better to hit the like button, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel so you don't forget an episode, and share this with the world. And as always, family, when you come in, make sure you're comfortable to get you something to eat, something to drink, family. And something to smoke if that's what you do. Because as always, man, ain't no other way to go about it. You in here with your boy, Dilla T, my family, here at No Filters. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all have a good evening. Be safe, family. Good night.